Hello, Dave. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He gave me your website for analysis. I'm going to launch right into it now. I'm going to show you everything that I found and show you the ways that you can tweak your website to make it a more profitable website, because this website should be a tool of your business, just like the hammers that they use to hammer in tar roofing. What I would like to do is show you first the things that I do. The first place I go is this paid a tool that I have. It shows me some of the metrics of your site. Now, the next thing I do is I go and I look at a map and I see the areas around you: Garland, Plano, Irving, and so on, Red Oak. People like to buy and hire local, so those names are interesting to me because I want to see if they're on your website. Now, the next thing I do is I go and I do a Google search. Now, the Google search of Dallas, Texas roofers begins here at the top, and the first one that we see is a sponsored one. In other words, that is one that has paid to be there. Now, they also paid, and they didn't have to necessarily. You see they're listed twice. All they did here for this one was go and fill out a Google business profile. Now, a Google business profile is kind of like a Facebook profile in that it asks you a bunch of questions, but about your business as opposed to about you. They're going to ask you what year you started your business. They're going to ask you what your website is, your actual physical address, what your hours are each day of the week. There's some tick boxes like on-site services or online estimates. Fill this out as thoroughly as you can, because Google rewards thorough. Now, the Google algorithm is absolutely responsible for this. And the algorithm is the thing that likes thorough. And so filling that out is the best thing. Now, underneath that is what we find the Google algorithm has placed what we call the organic search results. These are ones that are not attached to this map pack up here. They are just ones that the Google algorithm decides should be there. And how does that happen? I'm going to show you how. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that Google likes content. Here is your website. I'm going to cut and paste it into this word counter here. There you are, Autograph Construction, Mockingbird Lane. I love that. You have 234 words. Now, in this, Ron Smith seems to be the number one underneath the map pack. So I'm going to call them your Google competitor for now. Here's the Lon Smith website. It's a nice website also. I'm going to copy and paste it into a word counter. There we go. They have 1,062 words. Now, that beats your 234 words by a fair margin, 800 or so. Now, I can tell you that Google would prefer that you have 1,500 words. If you have 1,500 words, that is a minimum number of words that Google considers for you to be a leader in your industry. So one way of getting the words up is to write a whole bunch of copy, which you don't necessarily need to do, because all words are not equal. You don't have to put a bunch of paragraphs on this homepage in order to reach that. There are other ways of getting there, and the words do matter. Let me show you what I mean. Here is the paid tool that I was telling you about. On your website, you have 10 keywords. Now, I'm going to show you the Lon Smith website analysis. They have 795 keywords. Keywords are the words that come up when somebody types a Google web search. And all of the companies in your industry that show up have words on their website. The Google crawler has taken all of those websites, counted all the words in them, and it shows what words are the most ones that show up. And those are the ones that should be in your website. If you are missing those words, then you're not going to show up on a search result. Here are the words for Lon Smith: Dallas Roofing, Dallas Roofer, Dallas Roofing Company. You can see it's a lot of variations on a theme: roofer, roofing, roofing company, roofing contractor. And the other thing is roofing companies or company, singular and plural. There's also going to be different things about this, like what are gutters? What are gutters for? All of those are satisfied on the Lon Smith website in their blog pages. Now, do you have a blog thing here? I don't see a blog, but you can put one on really readily, and you can just answer a bunch of those questions. Now, You can also sit around with the other folks in your office and just storm. What are the words that come up when somebody might want to reach our company? I bet you can also find out the questions that are asked from the folks who do the estimates. What kind of questions do they ask? Those are what you want satisfied on your web page. Those are what's going to come up in a Google search. So now the next thing that I'm going to show you is you have 10 of those. They have, what was it, $7.95. The next thing is backlinks. Backlinks is where you appear on other websites that refer back to your website, back. So that's where the word backlinks come from. Now, Lon Smith has 7,400. It's going to take you a while to catch up to that. But you don't need to do so necessarily, because here's what matters. What matters are websites that are highly rated. Now, you have this same rating on your website. This is what they call the domain rating. Now, you have a 14 on your website. Lon Smith has 28. And as you can see here, PR Newswire has 92. Angie's List has 91. Yellow Pages has 90. You want to be in any of the more highly rated ones. Now, you know what sites people go to look for things. There's Yelp, there's Craigslist, all sorts of things like that that you could be listed in. And those are the sort of backlinks that you want. You want ones that people actually use to go to find out information. Now, it's easy to find out what those websites are. You can just go to Google, type in one of your competitors, and see what other websites they're on. The ones that show up first are likely to be the higher rated ones. So that's another thing you need to do for your website. I've told you 3 things now which will get you higher in the Google search results. And I'm going to show you what the proof of that is. Number 1, get in the map pack. Number 2, have more keywords. And number 3, have more backlinks. Here is where it really comes to matter. Last month you had 22 clicks to go to your website. That's up 6. That's really good. But here's what they had. 4,500. I can tell you that this number is more likely to get more estimate requests, to get more potential customers, and ultimately to put more money in your pocket, and that's what this is all about, because you're not just competing in the physical world, you're competing in the virtual world, and you're competing in the world of Google. Google is the gorilla in the search world industry, and when the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. So those are all things that I hope can be very helpful to you and get your website a little bit better and making you some money. Now, these are relatively simple things to do, a bunch of things you don't need me for, but I can tell you that they are time consuming. All of the organic keywords, all of the backlinks are time consuming. And I'm going to assume that you would rather spend your time putting on roofs and doing other sort of general construction than digging around in the guts of your website. That being the case, this is where I think Eric might be able to come in and give you a hand. If any of what I've told you makes sense, if you'd like to make use of these suggestions, you can do so yourself, or give Eric a call and he would be glad to guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I've been helpful to you, and have a great day.